paradox of banditry in North Rift, despite of the region voting overwhelmingly for one of their own, William Samoei Arap Ruto, with high hopes of ending the perennial problem, and has really gone down the road. And the MPs are now coming out and saying, even though we voted for UDA, this is not what we expected. Another MP is overheard saying, there is nothing I have told, there is nothing more that I can tell the president, because I have told William Ruto about anything and everything about banditry in the North Rift. The leaders are engaged in the war of words, blaming on who exactly is behind this. Families have been displaced, mothers have lost their children, while people have also lost their properties. Schools are closed, and education in this area is in total paralysis. Who will save the Kenyan North? This is the soundbite of the MP speaking from that region.
Na tulipiga UDA kwa sababu tulikuwa na matumaini ya kuwa hii shida itaisha. Na tulipiga UDA kwa sababu hata rais alipokuja siku ile sherehe ilikuwa Kabartonjo, alipigwa risasi. Kuna wakati fulani pia yeye alitishiwa. Na yeye mwenyewe alituahidi. Sasa kwa sababu alipoingia serikali, sisi tukakuwa na matumaini zaidi. Lakini yeye alikuwa wa kwanza kuleta watu ya Azimio ndani ambao ni watu ya tiati. Hata tunapo complain sana sisi kama viongozi hatufanyi, hata sisi tumeshikwa kina mgeko. Utaanzia wapi? Ule mtu alikuwa amekuwapea promise, hata kama Kenya yote ni yake tunakubali, lakini kuna wale ambao walisimama na yeye, si ndio? Na mimi naongea kama mbunge wa UDA ambaye rais na mheshimu. Watu ya Saimosoi, watu ya Baringo South wameumia ya kutosha. Kuna uchungu inafika ambayo utasema ni uchungu mpaka wewe unanyamaza. Na waziri, unaona hii watu, jamani, the first thing we need is remedy. Hata pali wa kuishi tu, hata chakula ikiwa, lakini pali mtu anaeka kichwa jioni ni wapi?
Na leo umeona hii watu yote, hii watu wote wako na furaha. Hata mimi mwenyewe kama mbunge tayari mimi ni wasimu nusu. Mimi I am already mad. Because this is not what government should do to their people. Hii hapana. It is no longer normal in Baringo North, in Saimosoi, it is abnormal. Hakuna chochote mimi na hapa kwa mbele ya Mungu, hakuna kitu ambaye sijamwambia William Ruto kwa sababu ya shida ya bandi hii. Hakuna. Wacha kusema Jerumba anasema tell mimi ni mtu wenu ya crown, nimeumia na nyinyi kila siku, lakini hakuna chochote sijamwambia rais, hakuna chochote sijamwambia Kindiki, hakuna chochote sijamwambia. The last one ikiwa State House naambiwa usilia sana, nyamaza kidogo, serikali inafanya kitu. There is nothing that I've not told.
So this is the question that is begging here is, who is really going to solve the mess in the Kenya North? This is the region that has seen the interior CS Kithure Kindiki arriving here multiple times in choppers with threats, carrying bags of threats. Of course, promising those behind the banditry and the bandits themselves that they will meet the harsh face of the law. As if that is not enough, even the president himself attended some goat auction event in Baringo. A day after president's visit, there was some banditry attack there. And William Ruto also carried the same threats, promising the residents of this area that this problem of banditry must come to an end during the Kenya Kwanza administration. I was so devastated, and I think it is very disheartening to see the area chief and assistant chief saying that is even contemplating of resigning from that job as the chief of the area because he seems his life is in danger, and the bandits have actually crafted the new frontline team they need to crush. These are the chiefs and the assistant chiefs. This is really something that you have to look at. Now, as if, I've seen leaders from that region, Simon Chelugay, who is the cabinet secretary in charge of cooperatives and SMEs, coming out to say that he's privy to a silver bullet.
Security. And this is what I want to. I'm privy to the elaborate plans by this administration to address the issues of insecurity. And all that, Bwana ES, I'm looking at between 2 to 3 months. This government will, as organized, planned, and ensured, facilitated our security team. I know it's been a long, you've waited, we've complained, we've suffered, people have died. Teachers like Nyabong, who was shot, a blind aid teacher who was shot here, gives us a lot of pain. But I want to assure you that going forward, all elaborate plans, and you will just confirm to me, have been put in place. Let's pray for our security agencies, our security forces, those who are manning our security, to deal with this problem of insecurity once and for all. Our president is forthright and committed. He has made pronouncements before. But I want to also assure you, the teachers from this county and even in the neighborhood, that this is if this problem is not sorted by this administration, then we wait for the second coming of Jesus Christ. We will sort out this problem. We will sort it out. And we are determined. So, I want to believe it's not going to be words and messages and statements. It is a serious business. So,
I'm privy to a cabinet secretary saying that he knows some silver bullet that William Ruto is having somewhere, and William Ruto is going to crush these bandits. But not all this. We tend to see that there is a lot of tough talking of how we will crush the bandits, but less is put into action. And that is why these very, very, criminals, I want to call them criminals, are having a field day in Kenya North. We are even intending to send 1,000 officers to bring peace in war-torn Caribbean nation of Haiti, a move that Kenyans have always been asking. And we have even moved ahead and formed prayer committees to pray for Kenyan mission to Haiti. But back home here, MPs, even those who are elected on UDA, are telling the president, what else do you want us to say about the North Rift banditry? Or what is the best language you will listen to about this? Because it is not about whether you voted for UDA or not. On this issue of banditry, if there is something that actually I remember during campaigns, the Kenya Kwanza team were hitting former President Uhuru Kenyatta, that he had done less to fight this big problem. And so when they came, there was a glimpse of hope from the residents of that area, because William Ruto comes from the Rift Valley, that they had put one of their own in power, and so this was going to be a problem. Despite of Kenya North, there have been military intervention, there have been security deployment. I don't know whether that has even been enough. Even recently, Kithure Kindiki paraded some equipment that had been bought, just that these equipments were going to be used in that banditry-prone area. But not all that can actually fizzle this problem. So I want to look at what is really The big problem, why is it that government doesn't have the machinery? Government has the intelligence. They know who exactly is funding it, if it is being funded, who is the beneficiary. They know. They have the intelligence, they have the machinery to know what exactly is going on there. And this is a problem that has been here. So I think the security profile, the profile of the problem can be well measured, and the duty bearers know. But why is it that they are normally an inch close to solution, but they don't get to the solution? Kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and like our videos. I've also introduced two features in this channel. There is supers. You can also say super thanks. This is one way that you can also support our channel, and also channel membership. So if you're a member, you'll have privilege of even getting our videos before. Sometimes you can even consult. And of course, it is just some of the new features of making sure that we support this channel financially. Now, banditry has been a perennial political promise for every crowd, every regime. I'm telling you, even the leaders in that area, I listened to Jemetiah, the women rep, who is saying that William Ruto even brought in Kamtet, Azimio people in government, and people who are allegedly linked to the said banditry. So have you realized that now the leaders from Baringo, they've actually normalized this into a perennial political problem. They've actually reduced this to a perennial political problem, and where they keep on trading blames that it is those Azimio people, it is those Kenya Kwanza people. And I don't think that is what the people want. What the people of Baringo want is actually the peace. But even the political leadership in that region has never had that goodwill. This is because no regime, no government will always want to solve this problem. Because the more this problem persists, the more it becomes a political promise. I'm very sure even Kenya Kwanza, they are currently in power. But when campaigns will start, when William Ruto will go to Baringo, this will be one of the promises. And it cannot be solved because it is what is used to hold that region into some captivity. But two, I think the people that are policymakers have just realized this as part of the cash cow to reroute the national budget. I'm not seeing a commitment from those who are supposed to help fight this, a commitment even to fight it. But what has remained, or what they're actually seeing, is an opportunity to get to make some money. You know, there have been some emergency. You know, every ministry has some emergency kitty, especially these ones of health. I think this is health, the interior, military. I think those three and some others, they have emergency kitty. I'm looking at, this is a problem that people don't want to solve, because every year government would always have some budget, some pseudo budget somewhere for that emergency, and this emergency. But if this is solved, then that budget will not be there. So clearly, it is more of an administrative sabotage that we want to have this problem, because so long as we have it, we will get some money. That is why malaria will never end in this country, because people get some employment through that malaria program of mitigating the risk or reducing. That's just a matter of mitigating the risk, reducing, but no one wants to end it. You don't want to end it, because if you end it, maybe you're not going to get some money. And I think the political is not so much interested in it, because it is a depressed, the voting population is depressed. Lastly, I'm seeing cattle rustling is the new international commercial syndicate. Who is benefiting? Where are these cows being sold? These guys are raiding and stealing even guns from police stations. Where are they taking those guns? Or even these cattle rustlers, these bandits who just go and fish for, looking for these cows. Where are they getting the guns? And by the way, you will realize that there are some instances that it's not even it's not even, they're not even looking for cows. You get an instance where they've gone to a school and they've shot a primary school teacher. They've gone somewhere and they just shot, they just killed a woman who is just grazing. So, in fact, I tend to think that this whatever has been treated as banditry could just be terrorism. Is this some group that is just hiding behind bandits, but in real sense, they're just terrorists trying to really cripple part of the country? So, for how long will Baringo cry for peace?
Hi guys, so I'm so happy finally the February project is done. I know most of us have been talking about this. We did know it will come to fruition, but I'm in Mama Lucy and I've managed to get 13 out. Yes, I was planning for 7, but who knows, God has another way of doing his own things. That we managed to our to 13, and apart from that, we've also done some food stuff because you know these guys hawa mama wamekuwa hospitali for long na hawajakuwa wakifanya kazi. So what we decided is whatever has remained, we do some food stuff for them. And I'm just so happy that they are going home, wanted to reunite with the rest of their family. Some have been here for long, so I just want to say thank you on behalf of Bold Charity Network, my family, myself, and everyone. In whatever way you've come through this, nasema santeni sana. These women are out. Now I'll just give 2 or 3 chances. Waseme tu kitu moja. You can just say thank you. Tanzania huyu.
Tumeshukuru. Okay, my name is Winnie Oduor. Tumeshukuru kwa kuja kututoa huku. Tumekaa huku for long na the bill was too much yenye hatungeweza ku afford. But Bold Charity Network imekuja ikatutoa na tunasema ni asante.
Naitwa Teresa Wanjiru ama Mama Favor. Na nataka kuambia asante kwa sababu bili ilikuwa mob, singeweza kulipa, but kwa ajili ya Mungu ati ni mimi natoka. Asante, God bless you all.
Haya, huyu. Nani mwingine anaweza ongea? Wewe, sio? Sema kitu. Sema tu asante.
Mimi cha kuwashukuru ni kusema asante kwa Mungu. Tumekuwa huku for a long time. Kama mimi nilidischangiwa on date 15, nikang'ang'ana, nikapata, nikalipa, nikaambiwa nirudi kwa ward. Sai I'm very happy. Niko out, nitaenda sasa kuungana na familia yangu. Asanteni sana.
Mimi naitwa Lydia Chelimo. Bili yangu ilitoka date 16. But singe manage kulipa, but court ameniwezesha nimetoka huku, ndatoka leo. Nimeshukuru sana na nimefurahi.
Yeah, so guys, that was it. I had to give you this confirmation that finally to manage, and may God meet you in the hour of need. I spent 2 days here listening to their stories, and their stories are a testament of how we need to come for the society. For all those who participated in this Bold Charity Network, this was our CSR for the month of February. Akimbarikiwe. We will do this next time. Asanteni sana. I'm more happy than them. Asanteni. Sawa.